question comes exclusively from Latvians themselves. And the short answer is Rēmars Kaupers. Oh my God, how my tiny little Swedish heart fell in love with him in Eurovision of 2000. And I can only bow to your greatness for bringing this wonderful, flowery hippie maniac into the world. So I've been here about 2 years now, and Latvia is great, Latvia is awesome. And coming here was a little bit like visiting your partner's family for the first time. So you're there, you want them to like you, so you compliment their amber collection. Or try not to comment on the fact that they smell quite strongly of dill. And you throw in a few potato jokes, like, how you have more than one potato. You guys are weird, I don't get it. You're lovely, but weird. And also you try not to mention that vicious uncle that got kicked out of the family all those years ago for being a slightly fanatic, very real killing machine. What was his name again? Was it Krivia? Now I'm good pals with Krivia. We're like this, we're cool. Sure, he can be a bit moody sometimes, a bit power hungry and corrupt and occupying-y. Like, why does he always want to occupy everything? But still, he's charming in that, like, I make fight with bear, but after vodka I'm soft like bunny, sort of way. Like, kind of like this guy right here. Yes, Vladimir Vladimirovich, our little golem. The skills he has, fishing, horseback riding, martial arts, the ability to make you feel nauseous and sexually aroused at the same time. And speaking of Putin and horniness, don't you just love man breasts? Like the really floppy kind, the kind that bounce when they walk. Like some of them are massive, and yet they shame women for letting their tits out. We're not allowed to, regardless of size. I mean, mine are quite small, but still, you're not allowed to. And then you have the stupid arguments, like the, well, let's leave something to the imagination guy. And just to be clear, he means his imagination of our bodies. And then the other guy who's like, hey, yeah, I'm all for it. Let your tits out, yeah, good for me. And I would just like to say to both of these guys that, little boy, please, like your nasty ass piece of sexist trash would get some of this. I don't think so. And isn't it a bit condescending towards men to be like, well, we have to cover up our bodies because otherwise the boys can't control themselves. Women seem to manage. Like, it's been ages now since I saw some old hag chasing after some hot piece of boy meat, just thirsting for his juicy man teat. I mean, I've seen it, obviously, it's just been a while. And I love breasts. I'm a big fan of breasts, especially women's breasts. Like my dream would be to have a boob-shaped couch, and I would just like snuggle up in it and dig a little hole and use the nipple as a cushion. And or I would get a boob hat. So yeah, it would be great. Great for puns. So you'd go like, isn't it a bit nipply outside today? Or I could see you over there tittering. Oh, I'm such a tit. Or I could make an actual booby trap out of a boob. Okay, so I'd take this massive, big, pink, kind of squishy, rubbery wrecking ball, and I'd set it up so when someone came in through the door, it would hit them smack in the face. They'd fall down and get up and be like, what the fuck? And I'd just go, you've been boobed. It doesn't make sense, but I'd love it. I'd love it. And another definition of boob or tit is a foolish or stupid person. Now, I would just like to say, on behalf of all of womankind, this is not cool. We should use something else instead, like Putin. And the definition would be a foolish or stupid person that kind of looks like a boob. But that's not fair though, that's mean, because boobs are way prettier, let's face it. And Putin is a really sexy name, I think. Yeah, like, I feel like if I slept with Putin, he would go like, either should I put in? No, pull out, always pull out. And while we're at it, you should pull out of Ukraine because you've been fucking with them for way too long without protection, and that shit is gonna need a hell of an ointment to get rid of it. You know, when it's bubbly and oozing, you know it's bad. But Idochka, I like to occupy. No, just a little occupation. No, Vlad. The only thing you ever successfully occupied was the bathroom when you were drying your happy tears after Trump called you a strong leader. I'm sure they're nailing each other, they must be. And the most frightening thing I ever heard come out of Trump's mouth was, President Putin and I have been discussing various things, and I think it's going very well. Well, that's comforting. If something is going well for Putin and Trump, that must mean you're all fucked. And what various things? I can only imagine, like, hey, Vlad, the American media are such a bunch of assholes. What do you do to make people like you? Lies, fear, and man boobs. Yeah, this is true actually. Man boobs is a huge part of the Russian Federation's propaganda machine. Like, you walk in the Russian Duma and go like, sorry, is this the way to the man boob department? Нет, man boob is over there between the fishing and horseback riding agency, and we are not doping bureau. We also had Department of Occupation, but either made it shut down. Oh, we miss occupation. But Trump, at least, has not occupied anything yet, except for maybe Melania. But I feel so sorry for her. Like, she is married to the world's biggest carrot. And like, I kind of feel sorry for him as well. Like, yes, that's how big of a heart I have. Because imagine that the one thing that he wants is for people to like him. And incidentally, that's the one thing he can't have. Donald Trump in the White House is like a dick pig in an art exhibit. He's like a good rascals, a bit too much, filled with Russian sausage and bad for your cholesterol. He's like a rotten potato in a Latvian potato joke. Why you want orange rotten potato? Oh, well, orange rotten potato is better than no potato. Without potato, you die. With president potato, you make laugh. Why Trump potato tastes so good? Mashed with laugh and lies. Lies. Oh, sorry. Alternative facts. Like, Mexico will pay for that wall. Sure they will. And I will pay to have my eyes gouged out. I will have no money left, but at least I won't be able to see the things I can't buy. Or I actually don't have a bad hairline. Okay, who replaced this guy's mirror with a picture of Johnny Depp? Who? I'm coming for you. Seriously, gonna hunt you down. But I think that we shouldn't be too afraid of Mr. Bad Hairline, because for every Donald Trump, there is a Renlers Karpers, warming the heart of a little Swedish girl. Liels paldies!